When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Louisville Cardinals, squaring off with another team from the American, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Bearcats! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Breaks free. Touchdown, Louisville! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cincinnati! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese, after that last score.
They'll throw on third and short. He's taking a deep shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from...
About that one, Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught near the sticks, it's Lacey. And then just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Got it in the middle, it's golden. Now there's Stone. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. In position for the potential game winner. Got to spike it and stop the clock. He's looking to throw on third and short. Catch in the middle. It serves of steel on this one. 3 for 3 so far, and a fourth would win it. Absolutely center cut. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard? Just like that, like you're talking about, Reese. Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up, and what can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to...
They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. After that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Sooners! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Trying to find the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. The Sooner schooner is rolling in high gear as Oklahoma has built a big lead.
And man, what?
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Sooner! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
As they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. So once again, Oklahoma adds another one to the win column as they come out victorious in Bedlam. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Touchdown, Tigers! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams. is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts.
On first down, it's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good...
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
It's over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Durham. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense, and we are not going to complain.
Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Rice Owls, taking on the 2nd-ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
New quarter. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in. Dropping back, it's Morton. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be.
From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play. They went and gang tackle.
They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants.
Scanning the field, it's Morton. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders! they keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day.
Put him down, the clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. He'll do it himself. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the
play? Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
In this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for two right here? And
to the air on first down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, back to throw, it's Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they grab the lead here in overtime. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone?
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Boilermakers! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after.
Got to be impressed with the level of execution here in the second drive of OT. One play, score a touchdown, and now it's decision time, David. Do you kick the extra point and keep this thing going, or do you go for two and try to win?
Yeah, and you're right. The response was amazing. I mean, you give up a touchdown.
3rd and 2 here in overtime, and they'd love to avoid making a 4th down decision. Quarterback on the keeper. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they've regained the lead. Huge third down here. A field goal will send us to another overtime, but a touchdown would win it. Got it behind the line. It's ball. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. Knocks it right through. We are tied, and we'll play another OT. Point conversions from this point forward. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tremendous execution to get the two, and now they turn up the heat. Getting play on, miss it, and lose. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. He makes the grab for the two and ties the game.
And here...
Looking to throw. He's got it for the two, and we're all tied up.
The football game that would never end. This has been unbelievable. Both of these teams, somehow, they still have so...
over. I gotta have it moments. They're coming up huge. Play after play after play. Who's gonna blink, man? Both teams making big plays. Both teams continuing this game on to another overtime.
Now they'll have to respond with a two of their own. He wants to throw it. They can't convert. A great stop by the defense and a game-winning one here in overtime. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River. Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Tulane Green Wave, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Really nice job of executing there.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work.
He gets 10. Quick completion on the out. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
He didn't make it inches away from the touchdown. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around, give it to your...
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on...
Creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
They'll try the run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
Didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him in.
Chance to be complete.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Indiana!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it, running free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. He makes his way in for the kicker to save them with his foot. Smashes it between the uprights. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put... Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. In goal. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Woo pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board there.
They'll run play action. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama!
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
One's on the same page for this big down. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown tie! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Brings up second and goal.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to...
Huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they... Touchdown, Arkansas! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take...
The give to the tailback. Trucks through the defender. Timeout the clock. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Grab near the marker. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Lost a throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bernard. Save themselves. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments.
Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. as we see the number 7 team in the country, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Huskers!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's
3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Nebraska! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the...
This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to the Little Apple and Bill Snyder Family Stadium, the home of the Kansas State Wildcats. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 10th-ranked team, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Third downs in this drive, but this will be tough. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Deep shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they...
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
They need to convert. He'll drop back. He'll be brought down on 4th down, and the drive ends with a sack.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
So the Missouri offense heads back out. Oh, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters.